Hey guys, welcome to Q&A number 20 something something something. It's a beautiful day in Seattle, Washington. The sun is just glaring out. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going out for the rest of the day. For the next 4 or 5 hours, I'm going to be outside in nature because that is a lot healthier than the staying here in this bedroom looking at computer monitors when it's sunny. Just no, I can't do that. But we're going to be answering your questions from Ask FM, and we're going to get right through these. So first question. And these are all anonymous, so therefore I'm not really screen capping them to show you because they're anonymous on my Ask FM. Why have you removed some of your older videos? More specifically, the videos that you made on abortion. Okay, back in 2009, I was against abortion. I made a few religious videos on why I felt that abortion was wrong and it was murder. Now, whether or not you're pro-life or pro-choice, I came to the realization that I was wrong on that issue, and I don't want that on my channel anymore, specifically from a professional standpoint, where if I want sponsors or stuff, I don't want people to go and see a video where I'm like shaming someone for having an abortion, because an abortion is a really big decision for a woman, and I don't want content that shames a woman for doing an act with her own body, you know? That's why. It's not an issue. Like, I have all my religious videos for the most part are all still up. Like, I'm keeping them up, like, when I transitioned out and stuff, because I know those can help people. I know they can help people cope with the transitioning out of whatever religion they are, if they even want to leave religion, I don't care, and so on and so forth. So I'm leaving those types of things up. But videos where I'm really adamant against, you know, like abortion and stuff, I don't want on my channel. That doesn't reflect me anymore. I know a lot of people want me to keep them, but no, I've already deleted them, so... I've actually deleted a lot of videos, older videos on my channel, mainly because, one, they're embarrassing, two, I thought about it more, and then I realized, you know, I probably shouldn't have said that or this in my older content. Specifically when I was coming out of religion and I was talking about sex all the time, it was really just cringy and disgusting, I think, personally. Now, I know a lot of people found it funny, but I didn't. And looking back at it, it's really embarrassing, and I don't really want embarrassing content to be, I don't want to be reminded of embarrassing content. So, next question is, of course, kind of relating to the last one. Why don't you make videos on atheism anymore? I don't make videos on atheism anymore, and religion is because I don't care. I really don't. I don't care about it anymore. It's not an issue. There's nothing I can say that hasn't been regurgitated, been said already by other people on YouTube. I'm beating a dead horse. I talked about religion because I was coming out of religion. That's why I talked about atheism. That's why I talked about religion, is because I was transitioning out of that, and I was angry, and I was upset, and I was hurt, I was confused, and I felt lied to my whole life. Therefore, I used YouTube as a venting tool, and that venting tool came out, and it happened to help a lot of people when I was talking about religion every day. And I will fully admit, I came across in those videos angry, bitter, and militant. I was like a militant atheist, like anyone who was religious, oh, you're fucking stupid moron, blah, 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 blah. I'm not like that anymore. I have my personal beliefs, and I don't think every religious belief is intelligent, but I'm not going to call someone a moron just because they believe in a deity. I don't believe in doing that anymore. I've grown past that. I feel as if I've matured in that area of my life to where I'm no longer militant, and I'm no longer bitter towards people who are religious. And I'm a lot happier that way, because believe me, when I was making videos angry to the camera, ranting, blah, 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 with my persona and stuff, that was actually affecting my mental health. Although I was using it as a venting tool, it was affecting me. Whether I want to admit it or not, it was. And it did have effect on my content, and I really wish I wasn't as aggressive and militant in my older content on religion as I was. And you know, I know a lot of people still are upset at me that I don't make videos on religion anymore, but again, I do YouTube for me, I do it for money, I do it because I enjoy it. You just gotta accept that. If you can't accept that, then find another YouTube channel to be entertained by. Next question is, would you ever fuck someone on the first date? There's always a question someone asks me about fucking someone or sex. No, I would not fuck someone on the first date. I would never do that. I'm not that type of person. Oh, and the question isn't done yet, actually. Would you fuck someone on the first date, and why are you into monogamy? No, I would not fuck someone on the first date, mainly because that's not me. I don't settle for I don't do hookups. I just don't. Why am I into monogamy? If you do hookups, that's fine. I don't give a shit what you do in your own personal life. Why am I into monogamy? I don't know, actually. I think it's because I just prefer, if I'm gonna date someone, I'm gonna be in a relationship with someone, I want to be with them and them only. I don't want to be sharing them with somebody else. Like, that's just my personal preference. And all the people that I've dated have been the same way as me. Like, they don't want fucking open relationships and, you know, me going out and doing something with somebody else. And they're, like, I don't, it gets messy. Open relationships get messy for me. And I am someone who, like, if I love somebody and care for somebody, I want them. I want to spend time with them. And I don't want them spending time with other people and having sex with them. It's just, it's a thing that, it's just my preference. Like, I can't really explain why I'm monogamous. It's just what I prefer, it's what I like, and that's it. Settle for that. If people can't respect that I'm into monogamy, then don't ask me out on a date, or don't go on a date with me, or don't waste my time, or don't get to know me on that level. Like, I don't care if other people are in open relationships, but it's just not me. In fact, when I had a Tumblr, it was really interesting when I would answer this question. People would get really upset at me that I wasn't open to the idea of having open relationships. And I'm like, dude, it's my life. If I am gonna date someone, if I'm gonna invest my time into someone, I get to choose what I'm comfortable with, and I'm not comfortable with open relationships. It's just that simple. I mean, do I really want to be a next Toby Turner? Not that I would ever get to that point, but I can't, I'm not someone to go out and fuck somebody, fuck someone, you know, you fuck them and dump them. I can't do that. It's not in my nature. It's not in my mentality, and other people can do it, that's fine if they can, but it's not me. Next question, can we see your dog? Of course you can. Crap, you're a 50 pounds. Hi, puppy. She's grown up. Look at how big she is. She's a big puppy now. Look at the camera, puppy. Oh, you stink. You stinky. She doesn't want to be on my lap right now. I just woke her up. I pulled her out of her box, but she was sleepy. No, what? Oh, no, you want to. Would I ever consider getting a tattoo sleeve to cover the scars on my left arm? And the answer is yes. I've been actually I sent in some. I actually contacted that I actually contacted a tattoo artist a little while ago on getting my forearm, which you can't really see here due to the lighting, but there's some, like, if you ever see me in real life and you see my left arm, there's some really bad scar tissue damage on my left arm back when I was really into the whole self-harming phase. And I actually take that back. I don't mean phase, I mean self-harming part of my life where I was struggling with a lot of stuff and I was using that as a coping mechanism so I could feel things and control, blah, blah, blah. I've already made videos on self-harm, but it's really noticeable, the scars that are, like, really deep, because I burnt it. Like, I used a wood burning tool to literally carve my fucking flesh. It wasn't like a knife or anything. Like, it was burning, and burning has it's a lot more difficult to heal burnt skin than cut skin. So it's pretty bad. I would like to get a tattoo. I have a lot of ideas of a tattoo that I would like, specifically in regards to Star Wars. It would be probably like from here down to about maybe here. It would be a full arm tattoo. Well, actually, I don't want a full arm. I would like one like from here to here is what I preferably. But I don't know. Maybe I'd get something later in my forearm right here or something. I don't know. But it's definitely gonna be Star Wars related because Star Wars is everything to me. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Would you ever consider taking male birth control when it finally is out for men? Yes. I would totally take male birth control if... I know it's in testing trials right now, but it's something that I would really like to actually try. Because from everything that I've read about the male birth control, it's been in testing phases for years now. It does supposedly work, but I don't know why it's still in clinical trial. The thing is, if we released male birth control, the birth control market for women would, the market price, like, it would be decimated. Like, it really would. Like, women's health stuff would just... it would be a competitor, because male birth control would be a giant competitor to female birth control. And having been in a relationship with someone with birth control, I will say that I do not recommend, if you are a woman, this is just from my experience and her experience, do not get the shot. The depot shot, I think it's called. Don't get that. It will fuck your life over. Like, take pill birth control or try different birth controls as a woman that works best for you, but I ask, just do not take the shot. The Depo shot is a terrible thing. It does more harm than good. There's a lot of physical side effects that come with the shot that I've seen with my sister, that it fucked her up. The person I was dating, it was not good for her. It just causes a lot of problems. So for future reference, if you are a woman wanting to get birth control, I am not a birth control science guy. I don't know everything, but I do not recommend the shot. And I think most women would also who had the shot would recommend not to get it either, because there's a lot of bad negative side effects to go with it. That's all I'm going to say. But yes, on male birth control, I would love to have male birth control. I'm the type of person who I could easily take a pill every single day. It would be amazing. Next question is, do you like living on your own, in your own apartment, and how do you cope with being alone? I do like living alone, but I'm not the type of person who is meant to be alone for the rest of my life. I know that for a fact. Like, I want to have a partner who I can marry and settle down with and eventually have a family with. Like, I see myself, I'm a family guy. I want to have at least 2 kids at most. Like, that's just minimum. I don't want more than 3. 2 is like the perfect number for me. I want to get married eventually, and I want to have children. Is something that I am slowly working towards. Don't expect anything like that or announcement videos until probably like 5 or 6 years from now, and by that time I promised you I probably will not be doing YouTube anymore. In fact, when I get my degree in welding, I plan to pretty much minimize almost all content on this channel, because I'm just not going to be interested in doing this anymore, because I do it for fun and I do it for money. But with welding, I'll be doing it for fun and I'll be making double the money that I make on YouTube, so makes more sense that way. In terms of how I deal with loneliness, I don't deal with loneliness. This is the thing, I'm constantly lonely. Even my dogs keep me sane, but I don't know, I play games on a lot of my free time, I exercise, I make myself food, I cook for myself, I just run errands, I go to the movies by myself. Do I like being in this loner lifestyle 24/7? No, I don't. But it's something that I've adjusted to, and I deal with it. I accept it, that I'm living alone now. And here's the thing, even if you're in a relationship, you're gonna still feel lonely living by yourself with no one around you. Now, there are people who really love being lonely all the time, and I do like being lonely to an extent, but just not all the time, you know? Believe me, waking up, having someone next to your side when you wake up is a very joyful, pleasurable, happy experience, and it's one that I definitely have had, and I want for a future when I get married. Have you been to California? Yes, and actually I'm gonna be doing a trip to California, to Anaheim, California, August 9th through the 16th of this year, I believe. I'm gonna be down in the Anaheim, California region, going to Disneyland, because I've never been to Disneyland, even though I've been at Disneyland, I've just never been in Disneyland. I'm going to be doing the Star Wars tour thing and so on and so forth. I'm looking forward to it. Given the choice between someone who is ugly and has a great personality versus someone who is hot, okay, and has a terrible personality, which one would you go for? Okay, that's a stupid question, I'm going to be honest. That's going to be our last question here. But I care more about personality than anything when it comes to a person, and yes, them being attractive does help a lot. Could I date someone who I wasn't physically attracted to? No. I couldn't do it. But along with that, I wouldn't be able to date someone who was super attractive and also had the worst scummy personality there is. I couldn't do that. I don't want to be around somebody who contributes to constant negativity, someone who brings me down. But when it comes to actual dating, personality is very, very important to me, and I would choose that over looks, but I have to be like a little bit, I have to see them attractive to some extent, and if I don't, then I couldn't see myself with that person. So do looks matter to me? To a small extent, yes, but personality is greater than all of that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. This summarizes Q&A number something, something, something. Feel free to ask your questions down below in the comments below. If you ask me good questions, I actually may include it in my next video and screen cap it and so on and so forth. Also, my Ask FM is also linked down below if you want to ask me questions that I answer randomly throughout the week.